With high barriers to fostering children in the U.S., Muslim children are especially at risk of not receiving adequate support. With some children being fostered by non-Muslim parents or experiencing life in a non-Muslim society for the first time, some organizations are stepping up to ensure their needs are met. Here's Zaakirah Muhammad with the final part of her 3-part series on foster care.
The rise in child care costs has significantly impacted foster care in multiple ways. The financial burden on foster parents has grown, making it more challenging for them to meet the needs of the children in their care. The Oklahoma Partnership for School Readiness, OPSR, surveyed a decline in available child care openings, with 55% of the population residing in areas designated as child care deserts. Increased costs discourage potential foster parents from stepping forward, contributing to the shortage of foster homes available. This includes not only daily expenses such as food and clothing, but also access to extracurricular activities and educational resources. The rising expenses also shine a light on the need for increased financial support and subsidies for foster families to ensure that they can continue to provide a nurturing and stable environment for foster children. The Muslim Foster Care Association, or MFCA, was founded in 2016 to advocate for and support foster immigrants and refugees from the Muslim community. Khadija Moiz, the executive director, and Shereen, the director of operations, both located in Michigan, shed light on the organization's mission. First, we hear from Khadija, then Shereen.
They started utilizing the community resources within the community to raise awareness about Muslim children in the foster care system and really became advocates for these kids, spreading that awareness throughout the local communities here in Michigan.
And they found that working with each of the agencies that they were working with, they felt that the foster children that they had in their home was, missing cultural and faith needs that the agency was not able to provide for them. And so they felt that there was kind of a space for a Muslim organization to come in and fill that need, specifically for Islamic resources, faith needs, providing education to foster care agency staff, and also non-Muslim foster parents who are fostering Muslim children about really the accommodations for Muslim children within the home. So that way the children that are placed in homes outside of their faith can be able to practice their faith and be accommodated to really be as close in their faith as they were in their biological family's home. And also for a lot of the refugee foster youth that came through the system, this was really their first exposure to American society or, non-Muslim society.
Khadija stresses the importance of awareness within the community regarding the vital need for loving homes and stability for foster children.
And I know in certain pockets of the Muslim community, there is that awareness, but in the majority of the Muslim communities, we tend to be the type of people that will donate money to support orphans, will give clothes, will volunteer, food banks, shelters, things like that. But the concept of bringing a child that is in need of a loving home, of stability into your home, I think helping the Muslim community understand how vital that need is, and that these children are just like any other children. They didn't do anything to, deserve this. They just want to be loved like every other kid. They want to feel supported. They want to feel a sense of belonging. And so I think for me, that's a big thing for the Muslim community, that awareness is there, and that, inshallah, they continue to support organizations like us in our efforts. But really just, that boots on the ground where we start getting these families and they're willing to foster, inshallah, we'll be there to support that process.
MFCA's partnership with foster care agencies allow them to have access to families and support the fostering process effectively. Shereen adds,
really the visibility of the organization and the recognition by foster care agencies. Because as we mentioned earlier, we are a nonprofit organization, so we are not necessarily a foster care agency, and we wouldn't be able to have access to the youth if it were not for our partnerships with foster care agencies.
MFCA hosts monthly educational workshops featuring experts discussing topics related to Muslim foster care. They conduct quarterly educational seminars in mosques and community centers to introduce the community to fostering children, addressing the shortage of Muslim foster homes available, and reminding others of the Islamic history intertwined with the help of local religious leaders. Shereen continues.
We also host a series of monthly educational workshops, and those are all virtual, where we bring on different experts from the community who can speak on different topics relating to Muslim foster care and caring for Muslim children. And so we host those for foster care agency staff members as well as families currently fostering Muslim children. There's really a shortage of Muslim foster homes available for these children. So what we try to do is on, a quarterly basis, we try to host educational seminars in each mosque or community center around our state to try and introduce each community to foster care. We partner with the local foster care agency to bring in an expert from their agency to talk about the licensing process, what it would entail. And then we also have a religious leader, an imam, speak on kind of the Islamic perspective to foster care and to really highlight that this is a sunnah, this is a prophetic practice that has been kind of forgotten in our community. The Prophet himself, peace be upon him, was a foster parent. He was also an orphan. So it's a really highly regarded practice within our community, and to really bring light to that within the community. We see a lot of support from a lot of families in the Muslim community that would love to be licensed.
Shereen and Khadija share how there are multiple ways to get involved both online and offline in the advocacy process that MFCA offers. First, we hear from Shereen, then Khadija.
Yeah, so we have everything listed on our website. So they can go to muslimfostercare.org, which they'll find all of our social media. They can find us on Facebook at Muslim Foster Care Association. We have several support groups on there, a public group that's for anybody who's interested in foster care. And then we also have a private group that's for specific to licensed foster families in order for them to have more private conversations about their journey and be able to lean on each other for support. We have our YouTube channel, which is also Muslim Foster Care Association, as well as an Instagram page, Muslim Foster Care.
I did want to just add, we do have a YouTube channel. What we do is we utilize that for any of our trainings, any of the workshops that we have hosted. Anyone can goes to our YouTube channel. They're able to see our past workshop recordings there. And like Shereen said, we do these on a monthly basis. We try to gauge what the parents need, or based on, what the caseworkers might tell us that they're struggling with during our regular meetings with them, with the youth. So, we look at what they're asking for. We find our resources, because alhamdulillah, there are so many national resources, Muslim resources that we can leverage. So we utilize them. So the website, just to spell it out, is Muslim, MUSLIM, Foster, FOSTER, care.org. If you go to scroll down to the bottom of our page, all of our links to our social media are there. Our contact information is also there. So, people can reach us via email. They can leave us a message.
Shereen and Khadija underscore the importance of supporting those in foster care systems, especially unaccompanied minors facing trauma, and reiterate the need for providing love and support to pubescents while backing organizations who work with children in care. Here's Shereen, then Khadija.
Even if you don't see yourself fostering, please consider volunteering with these children, supporting them through their school careers and trying to support them as they transition out of the foster care system, raising awareness about foster care in general. Every child deserves a safe and nurturing, loving home, and we hope to continue working until that's possible.
And I think to add on to what Shereen just said, support the organizations that are doing this work, because every community has got these kids. As Muslims living in North America, we're not immune to societal issues. Kids being removed, Muslim kids being removed from their homes is a reality that we're dealing with. Muslim unaccompanied minors coming in from different countries where they've got trauma from war or things that they've seen being removed from their families. So just understanding that we were never created to live in small pockets, right, of just our nuclear families, that we have a responsibility to the greater community, and these kids are part of our community and they're the future of Islam in this country. And it is our responsibility as Muslims who are privileged with space in their homes, with the financial means, and with the ability to give these kids the love and the support that they need.
There are many ways to advocate for and support local Muslim foster children through mentoring, becoming a CASA, which means Court-Appointed Special Advocate Volunteer, or sharing resources that are available online. For any faith to advocate, reach out to the Council on American Islamic Relations, CARE of Oklahoma, by going to www.careoklahoma.com. That's CAIR Oklahoma.com. For Focus Black Oklahoma, I'm Zaakirah Muhammad in Tulsa.